what you are doing and check your change right now. If you have an old penny from 1950 with a small D mark, you might be looking at $1 million fortune. Most people think these old copper coins are only worth a cent, but serious collectors are paying thousands and even millions for the right version of this coin. In this video, we are going to show you the exact details that make the 1950 wheat penny a legendary treasure. We will reveal the secret errors, the specific weight you need to verify, and the high-grade conditions that turn a common penny into a life-changing amount of money. Do not spend another penny until you watch this to the end, because the one in your pocket could be the winner. History of the 1950 wheat penny. The 1950 Lincoln wheat penny was struck at the Denver Mint during a very important time in American history. The country was moving into a new decade, and the demand for currency was high. The wheat penny, designed by Victor David Brenner, had been the face of the American cent since 1909, featuring the humble ears of wheat on the back as a symbol of national prosperity. In 1950, the Denver Mint produced over 334 million of these coins. Because the production numbers were so high, most people assume they are common. However, finding a 1950 penny that has survived over 70 years without a single scratch or a change in color is nearly impossible. This rarity is what drives the price into the thousands of dollars. Technical specifications and weight. To know if your 1950 penny is the real deal, you have to check the physical specs. If the weight is wrong, your coin is either a fake or a rare metal error. Composition: 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Standard weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19.00 millimeters. Mint mark D located directly under the date 1950. Edge plain and smooth. If you place your 1950 penny on a digital scale and it weighs 3.11 grams, it is a genuine copper coin. If it weighs significantly less, like 2.5 grams, it is likely a modern penny that has been altered. However, if you find a 1950 penny that weighs around 2.7 grams and looks like silver, it could be a rare steel error which is worth a massive amount of money at auction. Why is a 1950 penny worth $1 million? The value of a 1950 penny is determined by its grade. Professional companies like PCGS grade coins from 1 to 70. The common value: a typical brown 1950 penny found in circulation is usually worth about 10 to 20 cents. The high-value grade: if you have a 1950 that is still bright orange red and has no marks, it could be graded as MS67 red. These are worth around $500 to $1,000. The $1 million potential: the true fortune is found in the MS68 red grade. Only a tiny number of these exist in the entire world. When a coin is this perfect, it becomes a museum piece. Collectors with massive budgets will pay tens of thousands of dollars for these perfection coins. Furthermore, if a 1950 penny was accidentally struck on a silver dime planchet or a foreign coin blank, it becomes a unique, one-of-a-kind error. These unique errors are the ones that reach the astronomical $1 million price tags at elite auctions. Secret errors to watch for: if your coin is not in perfect condition, you can still find big money by looking for these specific mistakes made by the mint. Repunched mint mark RPM: take a magnifying glass and look at the D under the date. If you see a second D shadow, or if the letter looks thickened or tilted, you have found an RPM. Collectors pay a high premium for these 1950 varieties. Die cracks and chips: look for extra bumps of metal on Lincoln's coat or between the wheat ears. These are called die chips. While common, a large die crack can make a coin very valuable. Lamination error: this happens when the metal layers of the penny begin to peel. A 1950 with a major lamination peel can sell for $50 to $100 even if it is used. Off-center strike: if the 1950 date is visible but the coin was struck to the side leaving part of the metal blank, you have a high-value error. The importance of color: red versus brown. In the world of 1950 pennies, color is cash. Brown BN: this means the coin has oxidized and lost its shine. Red-brown RB: the coin has some original shine mixed with brown spots. Red RD: this is the winner. It means the coin has 95% of its original orange copper luster. If you find a 1950 penny that looks like it was minted today, do not touch it with your bare hands. The oils from your skin will turn it brown and destroy the value. Put it in a plastic coin holder immediately. The 1950 wheat penny is a hidden gem. To find the $1 million winner, you must look for the D mint mark. Check the weight to ensure it is 3.11 grams and inspect the surface for that rare red luster or doubling errors. Never clean your coins, because cleaning removes the original surface and makes the coin worthless to collectors. If you think you have a high-value 1950 penny, your next step is to have it authenticated by a professional grading service. Stop what you are doing and check your pockets immediately. If you have a penny from 1946 with the iconic wheat ears on the back, you might be holding $1 million fortune. Most people think these old copper coins are only worth 1 cent, but serious collectors are paying thousands and even millions for the right version of this coin. In this video, we are going to show you the exact details that make the 1946 wheat penny a legendary treasure. We will reveal the secret errors, the specific weight you need to verify, and the high-grade conditions that turn a common penny into a life-changing amount of money. Do not spend another penny until you watch this to the end, because the one in your pocket could be the winner. History of the 1946 wheat penny. The 1946 Lincoln wheat penny was struck during a massive turning point in American history. World War II had just ended, and the United States Mint was finally moving back to full copper production after using steel in 1943 and shell casing brass in 1944 and 1945. In 1946, the Mint produced a massive number of these coins to fuel the post-war economy. Over 900 million were struck in Philadelphia alone, with hundreds of millions more coming from Denver and San Francisco. Because so many were made, most 1946 pennies are common and worn out. However, because the Mint was working so fast to produce these coins, many incredible errors were created and very few coins survived in perfect red condition. These rare survivors are the ones worth $1 million portfolio today. Technical specifications and weight. To know if your 1946 penny is a genuine treasure, you must check the physical specs. If the weight is wrong, your coin is either a fake or a rare wrong planchet error that could be worth a fortune. Composition: 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Standard weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19.00 millimeters. Mint marks: Philadelphia, no. Mint mark: Denver D and San Francisco. Sedge: plain and smooth. If you place your 1946 penny on a digital scale and it weighs exactly 3.11 grams, it is a standard copper cent. If it weighs significantly less, like 2.7 grams, it might be struck on a leftover steel planchet from 1943, which would be an ultra-rare error worth big money. Always use a high-precision scale to verify the weight before you assume it is just a normal penny. Why is a 1946 penny worth $1 million? The value of a 1946 penny is all about the grade and rarity. Professional companies like PCGS grade coins on a scale from 1 to 70. The common value: a circulated brown 1946 penny is usually worth about 5 to 25 cents. The high-value grade: if you have a 1946 penny that is still bright orange-red and has no scratches, it could be graded as MS67 or MS68 red. The record price: an MS67 red 1946 penny from Philadelphia can sell for over $5,000. But the real $1 million potential comes from the 1946S San Francisco Mint coins. An MS67 Plus red 1946S is extremely rare and can command prices over $15,000 at auction. When we talk about $1 million values, we are looking at the total market for high-end 1946 collections and the discovery of rare errors like the 1946 penny struck on a silver dime planchet. These unique coins are the holy grails that collectors dream of finding. Secret errors to watch for in 1946: if your coin is not in perfect condition, you can still find big money by looking for these specific minting mistakes. Repunched mint mark RPM: take a magnifying glass and look at the D or the S under the date. If you see a second D shadow or the letter looks doubled, you have found a repunched mint mark. These are highly collectible and add instant value. Double die obverse DDO: look closely at the date 1946 and the words "In God We Trust." If the letters look thickened or show a clear split in the serifs, you have a double die. High-grade 1946 double dies are very rare. Lamination error: this is when the copper skin of the penny looks like it is peeling or cracking. Because the metal was recycled from war materials, many 1946 pennies have these cool texture errors that collectors pay a premium for. Off-center strike: if the 1946 date is present but the coin was struck to the side leaving a blank area of metal, you have a valuable error. The importance of color: red versus brown. In the world of 1946 pennies, the color is the most important factor for value. BN brown: the coin is dark and has lost its shine. These are common. RB red brown: the coin has at least 5% but less than 95% of its original orange color. RD red: this is the ultimate prize. It means the coin has 95% of its original orange copper luster. If you find a 1946 penny that looks brand new, do not touch it with your bare hands. The oils from your skin will cause it to turn brown and you will lose thousands of dollars in value instantly. Always hold rare coins by the edges or use gloves. Summary and how to sell your 1946 penny. The 1946 wheat penny is a piece of American history that could be your ticket to a huge payday. To find the treasure, you must check the date, check the weight to ensure it is 3.11 grams, and look for that rare red luster or doubling errors. Never clean your coins because cleaning removes the original surface and makes the coin worthless to professional collectors. If you think you have a high-value 1946 penny, your next step is to have it authenticated by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Check your old jars and collections today because the next $1,001,946 penny discovery is waiting to be found by someone just like you. Stop everything you are doing and check your loose change right now. If you have an old penny from 1945 with a wheat design on the back, you might be holding a coin worth a life-changing amount of money. Most people think these are just worth 1 cent, but collectors are currently paying thousands and even millions of dollars for the right version of the specific coin. In this video, we are going to uncover the million-dollar secrets of the 1945 wheat penny. We will show you the exact errors to look for, the specific weight you must verify, and the rare high-grade conditions that turn a common copper coin into a massive fortune. You need to watch every second of this video because that penny in your pocket could be the history of the 1945 wheat penny. The 1945 Lincoln wheat penny was produced at the very end of World War II. This was a massive year for the United States Mint as the country began transitioning back to a peacetime economy. The iconic design by Victor David Brenner features the profile of Abraham Lincoln on the front and 2 stalks of Durham wheat on the reverse. In 1945, the United States Mint was striking these coins at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. While the total mintage was very high, finding a survivor in perfect condition is incredibly difficult because most of these coins were used to buy bread and newspapers for decades. The true value lies in the coins that stayed hidden in original rolls or were struck with massive factory errors. Technical specifications and weight to prove your 1945 penny is a high-value treasure. You must check the technical details. If the weight is even slightly off, it could mean you have found a rare error worth big money. Composition: 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin. Standard weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19.00 millimeters. Mint marks: Philadelphia, no. Mint mark: Denver, D, and San Francisco. Sedge: plain and smooth. If you place your 1945 penny on a digital scale, and it weighs exactly 3.11 grams, it is a standard copper cent. However, if you find a 1945 penny that weighs around 2.7 grams and looks silver, it might be an ultra-rare steel error left over from 1943. These are the types of discoveries that sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why is a 1945 penny worth $1 million? The term million-dollar penny comes from the combination of extreme rarity and perfection. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything, and coins are graded from 1 to 70. The common grade: most 1945 pennies found in jars are brown and worth about 5 to 10 cents. The high-value grade: if you find a 1945 penny that is still bright orange, it is called red. An MS-67 red 1945 penny can sell for $5,000 to $15,000. The million-dollar potential: the truly expensive coins are those graded MS-68 red. Only a tiny handful exist in the entire world. When these hit major auctions, collectors with million-dollar budgets fight over them. A 1945S from San Francisco in a perfect grade is one of the most sought-after coins in American history. Secret errors to watch for in 1945: even if your coin is not in perfect condition, you can still find big money by looking for these specific minting mistakes. Double die obverse: look closely at the words "I in God we trust" and the date 1945. If the letters look blurry or doubled, you have found a double die error. These can be worth hundreds of dollars even in used condition. Repunched mint mark: take a magnifying glass and look at the D or S under the date. If you see a second letter shadow or a doubled mint mark, you have a winner. Struck on a dime planchet: occasionally a penny die will strike a silver dime blank. If your 1945 penny is silver-colored and smaller than a normal penny, it is worth a massive premium. Off-center strikes: if the 1945 date is visible but part of the design is missing because the coin was struck to one side, you have a high-value error. The importance of color: red versus brown. When searching for the $1,001,945 penny, you must understand the color code. Brown: the coin is dark and circulated. These are common. Red-brown: the coin has some original shine but also has dark spots. Red: this is the ultimate prize. It looks like a brand new copper pipe. If you find a red 1945 penny, do not touch the surface with your fingers. The oils from your skin will cause it to turn brown and you will lose thousands of dollars in value. Always hold rare coins by the edges. Summary and how to sell your 1945 penny. The 1945 wheat penny is a piece of history that could be worth a fortune. To find the big money, you must check the date, check the weight to ensure it is 3.11 grams, and look for that rare red luster or doubling errors. Never clean your coins with chemicals because it ruins the original surface and makes the coin worthless to professional graders. If you think you have a winner, your next step is to have it authenticated by a service like PCGS or NGC. Check your piggy banks and old collections today because the next $1,001,945 penny discovery is waiting to be found by someone just like you.